up, guys, and welcome to yet another tier list video. I'm your host, BC Keen, and today is going to be yet another good one, because you guys know I love Stardew Valley. It has been ingrained in my blood since I first got it last year, and I have been excited to come back to it during streams recently, and I just love the game so much. So today's tier list, we're going to rank every single NPC from Stardew Valley, not counting any mods or anything that's like, you know, mods, well, yeah, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna rank every main NPC from the game. Now I will say there are a couple that I don't remember that well, so because of that, I do have a web page pulled up right here that has the list of every villager in case I forget anything. But I will do my best to you know, remember them if I can. But I'm pretty sure the vast majority I do remember, so that's good. Also, one more point before we start this. One more point. I have been only going to D tier for these tier lists recently, and the thing is, there's an F tier in the thumbnail. So why have an F tier if I'm not going to use it? You know what I mean? So from here on out, every tier list, no matter what, even if I don't think anything's going to be an F tier, every tier list I do from here on out will have an F tier. It will have whatever. You guys get what I mean. It will have an F tier, I promise. Every list video I do, there will be an F tier. So, with that said, I'm stuttering, enough talking, let's get right to the list. Alright, so first up, we have Abigail. Now, Abigail is somebody who I think is very beloved in the community of Stardew, but she's not someone I hold to a very high standard, but I would put Abigail probably at a high B. I think she's very sweet. I do like the sweet villagers, but I do think there are a couple women on this list that I think I would prefer being with over Abigail, but she's still a cool character, so I'll give her a B. Next up is Alex, he's the guy who works out a lot, right? I think Alex is kind of similar to Abigail, just a nice chill dude, so I'll put him in B tier. I think there's one event you get to with his friendship that I think was pretty cool. I can't remember what it was. It was like either the 4 heart or 7 heart or like one of the later ones. I forget, but yeah. Anyway, again, I can't remember a whole lot. Sorry. But yeah, Alex is a chill dude. He's cool, so very solid B for me. Now this is the bear I think in the forest, right? That like gives you items for something. I'm trying to remember his name, but I know where you find him, but I forgot what he does. So, I think, from what I can remember, though, he's a very, very cool NPC, but not one that I would say is, like, memorable for me, so I'd say he's probably a C tier. We'll put him there, the bear. Now, this chick, I believe, her name is Birdie, right, and she is on the whatchamacallit, the island that you go to the boat with, God, what is it called? I'm blanking. But you guys know what I mean, right? It's the island that you take Willie's boat to, and you find the volcano and whatnot. So, this chick's a bit creepy for me. I'm not gonna lie. She's kind of on the creepier side. I do like her hair, though, with the little, starfish in it. That's kind of cute. But aside from that, not really someone I see myself liking a whole lot. So, I'm gonna put her in C tier. I think she is cool design-wise, but character-wise, she could be a bit much for me. So I'll put her in C tier. This guy, I think, is the bouncer at the casino, right? Where, God, it's in the desert, right? I don't have any thoughts on him. Like, at all. I think he does talk, but I don't remember any dialogue, so... he's a very forgettable character. He's just there, like... I don't know, but, yeah, I gotta say, like, there's nothing about him that I like, besides just, I don't know, I gotta put him in F tier, like, yeah, I don't know, he's a there character for me. He doesn't have any personality, he has, like, no important role in the game. He's just there to be a bouncer, and then once you complete that one quest, he just leaves. So, I don't know, so, F tier for the little bouncer guy, unfortunately. Carolyn. Now, I think Carolyn is the daughter of Pierre. Is that correct? If not, I'm sorry, but, I know her father is one of the other villagers. I think it might be Pierre or somebody else. But yeah, I think Carolyn and Abigail are very, very similar, and that they're both really, really sweet girls. but they don't stand out that much, I would say. I think Carolyn's personality is just a little bit brighter than Abigail's, but I still think that they're both very similar in terms of how they present themselves and the kind of person that they are. So I think Carolyn's another easy B tier for me. Clint, the blacksmith. I'm not gonna lie, I have kind of a thing for Clint. Not that kind of thing, but like, I think I like him more than most people do. I don't know, he's a very, very chill dude, and I mean, to be fair, it's like, you're gonna be going to him a lot with like upgrading your weapons and getting ores and cracking geodes and whatnot. So, oh, and he gets a date with somebody, I think, right? Isn't he dating Carolyn or somebody? I forgot. I know he tries to date one of the villagers and you have to help him, like, get a date, right? So that was kind of cute. So yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting Clint in A tier. I'm putting Clint in A tier. I know some might put him a bit lower than that, but for me, I like Clint a lot. He's a very, very good character. Like, the things you do with him are pretty fun, so that's cool. Alright, this is, Demetrius, right? This is Robin's, husband. He's like the field researcher guy, right? He's like a scientist or something. He's a cool dude. Not a whole lot that I like about him besides him just being a scientist. I mean, I do like scientist people. But yeah, I don't know. I think Demetrius has a bit more that they could have done with his character. But he's still a good dude, so we'll give Demetrius another B tier. I think that's fair. Oh, here we go. Krobus. Everybody loves Krobus, and so... Oh, no, wait. Oh, that's not Krobus. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Ignore that. That's not Krobus. That's the hooded merchant from the mines, right? This guy's probably a D tier. I don't like this guy at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. He's just... He reminds me of the Jawas from Star Wars with the hoods on and you can't see their faces, but kind of worse. I don't know. I just don't vibe with him. I don't know. Just not my kind of guy. So, and he's kind of weird, so D tier. Elliot, though, is for sure an S tier, and here's why. Elliot, I think, is a musician, and as you guys know, I love music. I used to be a musician myself, so, that connection is already there. And plus, his goddamn hair is so elegant. Like, look at that hair, dude. It's so fucking sexy. But yeah, I love Elliot. We all do. Easy S tier on this list. Now I think this one is Emily. That's her name. Emily, see, here's the thing about the female characters. I think they're all similar character-wise, and none of them really stand out that much from the others. Yeah, I think Emily's in that same boat, honestly. I think she is. Like, she's still cool, don't get me wrong, but I think her and Carolyn and Abigail and Leah and Haley and them, they all act very similar. Besides just their hobbies and whatnot. But as far as like their general character, they're all very similar. So I might not put them all in B tier because there is one that I might put in A tier personally. But I think Emily's a solid B tier. So she's not that different from Carolyn and Abigail in B tier. Evelyn, I love Evelyn. She is such a sweetheart. She is like that one grandma that you just want to be around all the time because she always treats you nicely. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys in the audience have, like, an elderly in your family who you know will always treat you good because they're just that kind of person? Evelyn is that kind of person for me. So Evelyn, for me, is going in A tier. Love Evelyn. Sweet, sweet woman. Love her to death. Now, on the opposite side, however, George, I've never liked him, and I still don't. I think George is an a-hole. Like, yes, he gets nice a bit towards the end, but at first, he is a dick. He is such a dick. Like, and here's the thing. The whole cranky old man persona is why he's a dick, because, like, you know, most cranky old guys are going to be dicks anyway. But he's kind of an asshole, and I'm not one to, like, we don't need assholes in Stardew Valley. Like, you know, it's a peaceful game in a peaceful town. There shouldn't be any dicks roaming around, right? So, sorry, George fans. He's going in F tier. I don't like him. Never have, and probably never will. Now this guy, his name is, I want to say Gil. That's his name. The Adventurers Guild, right? He's the guy in the wheelchair. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he gives you stuff that, or he gives you the reins and stuff that you get from the mines by beating certain tasks, right? But aside from that, I think him and the Bouncer are just kind of their characters. But I do think Gil has a much more interesting character than the Bouncer, but not quite enough to put him any higher than D tier, honestly. So we're gonna put Gil in D tier. Oh, the Governor. So this is the guy that tastes the soup at the luau, right? We just got that in our Stardew Valley group earlier, or recently, this week. So yeah, I don't know. I think people's thoughts on the Governor are gonna rely on how he treats them at the luau. Like, if he hates your soup, then it's gonna make you not like him. But if he loves your soup, then you'll be like, oh, he's such a nice guy and I love him. But for me, he's kind of in between. He's kind of a neutral character for me. So I'd put him in C tier, honestly. I do think it is dependent on how the soup goes. Like, people who get bad results might hate him, and then people who get good results are gonna like him. But for me, it's like, it doesn't really matter which one I get. Like, he's just a neutral character for me. So, Governor's a C tier. Oh, your grandpa, the guy that gives you the farm in the first place. Now this list specifies the ghost variant. I don't know. I mean, it is your grandpa. He's the reason why you had the farm in the first place, right? And that opening cutscene is kind of emotional. So, but aside from that, he doesn't really have enough of a character, besides the intro, to really judge him here. So I would say probably a B tier for the grandpa. I do think if he appeared more like during the main game, like in either flashbacks or just like as his ghost, he'd probably be A tier for me. But for right now, he's a B tier. I think there was more of a chance for him to be more present in the game, even just as a ghost or something, but they didn't do that. Mods might do that, but I mean, again, we're not counting mods as part of this list. It's just the main Stardew experience. So no mods, no expanded stuff. So as far as the main game, I'd put him at a B tier, honestly. This is Gunther, right? The museum guy? Yeah. I kind of like Gunther. He's kind of one of those guys that you, like, the first time you meet him, you're not really sure how to feel about him. And then once the game goes on, you kind of grow to like him a bit. And I don't know. I think his dialogue is kind of chill, too. And him being a museum guy is kind of interesting, and his whole, like, little cowboy things that going on is kind of cool as well. So kind of a hot take. Gunther for me is probably an A tier. I gotta admit, I think he's an A tier. I don't know. I think his whole character really speaks to me. He's chill. He's got a very great attitude. He's got some great dialogue. He's a fun character, so definitely an A tier for me. Okay. I'm torn here on Gus, because I know for sure he is either A or S. I have always loved Gus from the first time I met him. So Gus is the guy that runs the saloon, and, you know what? I know where I'm putting him. He's going in S, and here's why. There is a cutscene you get with Linus, who's the homeless-looking guy. Linus digs through the trash of the saloon, and Gus catches him. And Gus could easily say, you know what, fuck off, stop digging in my trash. But he says, you know what, Linus, if you want a meal, just tell me, I'll give you food. And it's like, you know what, here's some food now, actually. Like, we need more of Gus in this world. Like, there are so many homeless people out there who are struggling to live and find food. If more Gus's were in this world, it would be a much better place. I will say that right now. I will scream it to the heavens. We need more of Gus in real life. But yeah, Gus is a sweetheart. Like, I love Gus to death. I think he's an S tier easily. Haley, I'm not gonna lie, I think Haley's probably my least favorite of the marryable female NPCs. I think it's because of her attitude overall. I think her attitude at times can be a bit bitchy. Kind of like George, but not as bad as George. Haley is very pretty, but again, looks only get you so far. Like, if you're a very beautiful lady, but your attitude sucks, I do not want to marry you. I'm sorry. I don't care how pretty your skin is or how good your hair looks. If you are a bitch, I do not want bitches in my life. I will never marry a bitch. So, but yeah, Haley's still alright. So we'll put her in C tier, but I think she is my least favorite of the female NPCs, personally. This is Harvey, correct? Let me just double check real quick. Harvey. Is this Harvey? It is Harvey. Okay, so Harvey, I think, runs the radio station, right? And, isn't Harvey also the doctor? I think he is, right? I might be wrong, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But, I think Harvey is one of those other, like, very, very chill grown men. Because I think behind the hospital, right, isn't there, like, an upstairs area where you see Harvey on the radio and you see him, like, doing his thing? That was kind of cool to see. But aside from that, Harvey is not really quite Clint and Gunther's level, but he's probably another B tier for me. He's another solid character. I like him. Nothing against him at all, so solid B for Harvey. This is the hat mouse that's in the forest that's south of your farm, right? This mouse is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, his dialogue is kind of, creepy at times. And I'm not a huge fan of him. Never really have been. But I can see his charm and appeal, I can see the appeal that he has for people, but for me, he doesn't quite land for me. But he's still kind of cool, so you know what? We'll put him in C tier, but just barely. I think, I don't know. I think if his dialogue was kind of not as obscure and creepy sounding at times, then, I don't know. I think I can like creepy characters if their dialogue is good enough to warrant them not being too creepy. But, I don't know. It's a personal thing. But I still like the Hat Mouse, so I'll put him in a C tier. Now this guy I don't remember at all. Who the heck is this guy? He is the Henchman. Let me look up who the Henchman is. He guards the witch's hut inside the witch's swamp. Huh. Okay. I don't remember this, actually. I don't remember this. I got nothing on this guy. I don't. It's not a new thing, right? The witch's hut? I don't think it is. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know where to put this guy. I guess probably F tier based on what I know about him from reading the wiki here. But yeah, I guess he's just another there character. Like, he's similar to the bouncer pretty much. He guards the witch's hut, which is like, alright, but like, that's all you do? Alright, anyway, moving on. This is Jazz, right? She's one of the kids with Vincent, and I think she's, Jodie's kid? One of Jodie's kids, right? Because Vincent's her brother, I believe, right? I think, honestly, Jazz and Vincent are kind of similar in that they're good kids when they want to be. Like, they're the type of kids where it's like, if they want to be nice, they will choose when to be nice. Like, they're not always the nicest kids around. But they're cute, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there are some moments you have with them that are kind of cute and funny and whatnot. But for me, I think they're probably still a C tier. We'll put Vincent there too, because I already said Vincent's name, but, yeah, they're okay kids who can be kind of a nuisance at times, but they're still good kids at heart, so we'll give them a C tier. Just barely at a D tier. Now this chick I do not remember. Let me look real quick. I believe this is, God, who is this? This is, there's nothing on her, I think. Who the heck is this? I don't know who this is. The wiki's not telling me. Wait a minute. Who are you? I can't find... Oh, it's Jodie. Oh, pfft. Oh, you idiot. I knew that too. It's Jodie. It's Jodie. It's Jodie. Oh my god. I skipped right by it and I was like, wait, what? Oh, wait, that's Jodie. So she's Kent's husband, right? She's Kent's wife. And she is the mother of Sam and Vincent. God, I'm losing it today. What am I doing? Jesus Christmas. But yeah, I think Jodie and Carolyn are kind of similar in character, similar to, Abigail and them. She's a sweetheart. She does her own dishes at home. And, she's a nice lady. And, I mean, nothing really more than that. So, yeah. We'll put her in B tier. Yeah. Sorry, my brain got turned off from me fucking up that, that being Jodie. So, sorry about that. Now this is Kent, right? Hold on. Is this Kent? This is Kent. Alright, so this is Jodie's husband. I think Kent's the retired, military guy, right? Yeah, he was in the army for his first year. Okay. I like army guys. Army guys are kind of cool. So I think Kent is a, he could be kind of a, what's the word for this? Like a downer character. Like he looks kind of just not happy a whole lot, but, he is a very cool character. So I think him and Jodie are kind of similar in B tier. And, yeah, I like army guys, but I think Kent's character is kind of not there at A tier for me personally. However, now we finally get to Krobus. Krobus is by far one of my favorite characters in the entire game. Easily. I think, like, if you hate Krobus, there is something wrong with you. I gotta say. Krobus is such a good character, like... And here's the thing, you can't marry him, but you can still be friends with him, like, up his friendship hearts and whatnot. But yeah, he's a character that you grow to just want to be around the more you, like, go around him. And he's such a loner, dude. Like, I relate to that so much. I'm a loner most of the time. You guys know this. Like, I feel alone for a lot of my time every day. So, Krobus and I are tight. Like, we're tight. I love Krobus. So, yeah, easy S for Krobus. I've always loved him. Leah. If you guys missed my, my original Stardew, group from last year, then you guys probably know this, but, Leah was my wife. I married Leah, because she loves art, and I love art, and she's very sweet. In our current group, I am not gonna marry her again. We are now trying to marry Penny. But yeah, I still love Leah so much, so definitely an A tier. I love her whole art aesthetic. She's a very, very sweet character. And I think, isn't there a scene where her ex-boyfriend comes in during a picnic and you punch him in the face if you can? That was kind of a cool one, I'll admit that. But, yeah, definitely an A for Leah. Now, Leo, I believe, is also an A tier. Leo is the guy who, is on the island, right? That you go to with Blue's boat, and he lives in that treehouse. And apparently he was raised by the wildlife there because he can't really talk that well to humans. And the birds are like his family. And then eventually you get him to move to Pelican Town, right? I think Leo's a very, very, very relatable character, similar to Krobus for me, but he's not quite S tier, but he's definitely an A tier for me. Lewis? I think he's an A tier, but now I'm thinking B tier. Cause God, those fucking underpants, man. Those fucking underpants kinda ruined my thoughts on him a little bit. You know what? I think he's a B tier. I think he's a B tier. Yeah. He's a very, very cool guy. He's the mayor, but that whole underpants thing, throw it out. Like, I didn't like that. It was kind of creepy for me. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna play the safe card and put Linus in S tier. Like, he is a sweet man who just wants to live in peace among the Pelican Town residents. And he has to steal food to live from the trash cans. Like, that one scene alone where he, like, raids the trash cans and then Gus talks to him. Like, not only did Gus sell for me, but also Linus did, because he is such a pure, innocent homeless guy who just wants to be around people and not feel like a burden to society, which is a very relatable trait to have for real life today. So Linus for me is definitely an S tier. I think a lot of people would put him in S tier or maybe A tier, but he's an S tier for me for sure. This guy is the Adventurers Guild guy, and then what's his name? It's his name is, what's his name? His name is, crap, what's his name? God, where is this guy? I can't find him. God damn it. Fuck, I can't remember him. Marlin, that's his name. Marlin's the guy at the Adventurers Guild. He's got the eye patch on. He's a very rough, down-to-earth kind of dude, honestly. He can sell you weapons for the mines and whatnot. He can sell you rings you can use. He sells armor. I think his character is kind of similar to what's his face? Kind of Kent, and a little bit of maybe, I don't know, I don't know. I think Kent and him have similar personalities though. Like they're very laid back and they don't really talk a whole lot, but they're still really cool characters. But here's the thing. I think Marlin is kind of not B tier. I don't know. I think Kent has the bigger personality than Marlin does, but Marlin's still a cool character. I mean, I love his look. I love the eye patch. I love the little scarf he has. Like, he's the reason why he was sorted in the first place, but I don't know. I think his character could have been a little bit more for me. So, we'll put him in C tier for now. Marnie is definitely an A tier, though. Marnie is, like, one of the sweetest chicks in the entirety of Stardew Valley. She is such a sweet woman. She runs the farm. I think, wait, doesn't the Underpants quest with Lewis involve Marnie? I think it does, but anyway. Another sweet woman, love her to death, easy A tier for me, love her character. The thing about Maru is, I didn't like her at first, but, as time went on, I grew to like her a bit. I think some still don't find Maru that interesting, but she likes space. That's a cool thing to you know, have an interest in. So yeah, I think old me would have put Maru at C tier, but I'm putting Maru at B tier, I think. I think her character kind of grew on me as the game went on, but she's definitely not quite to the level that Marnie and Leah and Evelyn and them are. They're just not quite there for me, but very close. Fuck this guy. Fuck you too. Pam's a bitch. Like, the definition of a bitch in the dictionary will have Pam's picture right next to it. She is such a biatch. Like, her and Shane are just the biggest bitches in the game. But, I think Pam has some... Oh, hit my mic. I don't know. I think Pam's not a total bitch, but the way she talks to you sometimes is just... It really turned me off. Like, God, I hate you. But yeah, sorry Pam fans, going in D tier. I hate this. Same with Shane too, honestly. Where's Shane at? They're both kind of bitches. Also, there is one person who's watching this who might hate me for putting Shane in D tier. You know who you are. I'm sorry. I still love you to death, but understand. You may like Shane, but I don't. I'm sorry. I never liked Shane. He's just he's a drunk asshole. Penny, easy S tier. I mean, hey, I'm about to marry Penny in my freaking in our Stardew world right now. Well, not about to, but I'm going to in the future, so. Penny's cute. She is hot as hell. She's a sweet woman. Like that is mommy right there. I want her to mommify my kids. Wait, mommify? Whatever, fuck that. And then this is Harvey, right? Harvey is the glasses dude, I believe. Or no, not Harvey. Pierre, correct? Is this Pierre? Yeah, this is Pierre. So he runs the shop, and I think he's competing with the Joja company, aka Mr. Joja over here. But yeah, I hate the Joja man, but I love Pierre so much. I think Pierre's probably an A tier, but maybe just barely an A tier. I enjoyed helping him during the whole Joja nonsense. And then I think Pierre is also the father of, crap, is he the father of, what's her face? Abigail. And then Carolyn's his wife. Okay. But yeah, Pierre's a cool character. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I think he's not quite A tier now that I think about it, but he's still a cool character. Now this guy's name is, Professor Snail. And he is the guy who you give the bone fragments to in, on the island, right? I didn't talk to him a whole lot, but he seems okay from what I remember. Like, his dialogue's fine, he's a cool-looking character, I guess, but not that interesting. So yeah, for me, it's probably a D tier. Like, I don't think his character is that interesting, and he's just not that memorable for me. So, D tier for Snail, unfortunately. Robin is probably an A tier. I think Robin is one of the most helpful people in the entire game. You basically get, like, a bunch of stuff off for, like, farm buildings and, decorative stuff and, you know, house upgrades and whatnot. And she's just fun to be around. Like, she's a very... Like, she is the mom of Stardew Valley. Like, at first I thought it was Marnie for a bit, but I think Robin is, like, officially Stardew mom. Like, she is everyone's mother. She loves them all to death. Like, everyone's her children. And she's just always trying to help people, and that's such a cool trait to have. So, yeah, I love Robin. A tier, easily. Sam. Do I like Sam that much? I think I might, but just barely. I might put Sam in B tier. Cause Sam skateboards, right? That's kind of cool. And then Sam is also, whatchamacallit? Sam is the son of, Kent and Jodie, right? Yeah, and then Ben's his brother. Oh, yeah, he works part-time at Joja Mart. Oh, that's gonna ruin it. Never mind. Going down to C tier. I'm sorry. If you work for Joja, I'm sorry. Like, thank God his character saves it, but... Yeah, nah. Fuck Joja. We don't like Joja here. Nope. Sorry, Sam. Knocking you off for that. But yeah, he's still a C tier. He's still a very, very cool character. I love his personality. Now this is, I believe, Sandy, that's her name, from the desert shop, whatever it's called. Or is this a casino? It is, oh wait, no, it's the store, okay, it's not the casino, never mind. Her design is really, really cool, I like her, and I think her dialogue is kind of cool too. Like, she's a very, very chill chick, similar to Leah and, the woman in B tier. But yeah, I think her personality really shines in the desert. Like, I don't know. I feel like her character belongs in the desert. Like, it really does fit her character, what she likes out of the desert. And I don't know. I think he's a tad bit underrated as a female character in this game. So for me, Sandy's probably an A tier, just barely. I gotta say, I love Sandy. I think she's a tad bit underappreciated. Her dialogue is very, very cool. She's very, very laid back. And I like her. So, yeah. Sebastian. I think Sebastian, for me, had the biggest 180 out of any character on this list. In terms of, like, me liking them and then hating them, or vice versa. I did not like Sebastian at first, but as I got to know him, I grew to really, really love Sebastian. However, I don't think Sebastian quite fits S tier for me. I don't think so. Actually, no, not quite. He's right there. He's like right there for me, but he just misses the mark. But yeah, I think at first he was probably a C or D for me, but I think going through his friendship events really made me turn around on him. And then the motorcycle event really helped out as well. So, yeah, Sebastian's probably a very, very solid A tier for me. I did not like him at first, but as time went on, I grew to love him. So, that's what you call a 180 on a character. So, you know, did a full 180 there. Now the kid... see, how do you rate this one? Because it's showing the kids you can get when you get married, right? But, like, they're all the same. Like, they're both raised the exact same no matter what, and they don't even talk to you. So it's like, how do I rate these kids? I mean, I guess probably average tier, aka C tier? Because, like, they don't talk to you. You can't really get a hit on their character at all, because, like, they don't talk. They're just, like, whoever you get as your spouse is going to give you the same kids anyway, so it's like, what does it matter? You know, so, alright. And then this guy, I know where he's from, but not what he does. He is from the Secret Forest, right? That's, like, west of the south part of the, like, it's west of the barn, right? Where Marnie is, in that Secret Forest. But I forgot what he does. I think he gives you stuff if you bring, like, he's like the bear, I think. He gives you stuff if you bring him stuff, but I forgot what he does. Yeah, I can't remember. I would say design, though, is probably a C tier, similar to the bear. But yeah, I'm blanking on what he does, like, what his role in the game is, but I guess I'll Google that later. Alright, last two. We got Willie. I thought at first Willie might be A tier, but now I'm thinking he might be B tier. You know what? Nah, I think Willie's an A tier. I think his friendship events alone put him above, B tier. Like, seeing him repair the boat, and then, seeing that one scene where he's in his, shop with his inventory and whatnot. And he's a cool guy to fish with, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you guys, but anytime I was on the pier with Willie fishing, I felt just at ease. Like, I don't know, I think Willie gives off those kinds of, very, very good vibes when you're around him. Like, you know, when you're around him, you just feel chilled and at ease and just relaxed and, you know, positive vibes all the way. So, I don't know. I just think Willie has a pretty good aura about him, so we'll put him in A tier. Alright, and finally, the Wizard. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the Wizard that much. I think the scene where he gets you drunk and then you pass out and you learn to read the whole Junimo dialogue, it's a cool scene, but, like, I don't like drugs. So, I don't know, but he's still a really, really cool character. I gotta admit, he is a very, very, very cool character, and his design is pretty cool too. So you know what? Even though personally my mind's saying put him in C tier, I'll put him at B tier. Because I think there are a lot of good things about him that kind of balance out his weirdness and his want to drug you at the beginning, basically. So yeah, I don't personally love him that much, but I think his character is still a very good one. So, that's a solid B tier for me, I believe. And, that is it. Oh boy, so I think doing this list has made me realize that I gotta play Stardew to the end again, because I forgot a bunch of characters and what they do, and I forgot a lot about, like, how they're, like, about how certain people's, personalities are, but I think this list is probably as accurate as it can be for me. I know my S tier for sure is, like, where it should be, and A tier for sure, and then I think C and D are the ones where I'm kinda not so sure on, but F is for sure. Like, besides the green goblin-looking guy, but, the ones in F tier besides him are for sure F tier. But, there you go, that is my list, so, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of my tier list. Do you guys think that, the Joja guy is S tier, and if so, you're a monster? And yeah, let me know in the comments too. What should I do tier list on in the future? Should I do like another Stardew Valley tier list or another whatever tier list? Let me know in the comments. I'll see what I can do. But I will see you guys in the next tier list video. Until then, bye.